Right, so I have a problem. It's a first world problem, but it's a problem nonetheless. So I set out to the workshop, tell you all about it. Right, let's get opened up here. Whoa, right. So I needed to do this at night really, because I didn't want any sunlight coming through the garage windows. So night time was really the best time to do it. Let me set this camera up and then I'll talk to you. Right, so first of all, apologies for the state of the workshop. I'm in between a couple of projects, but good news is I bought a new camera, which is making life a lot easier for me. I can just pop the memory card at the bottom, stick it in the laptop, and I'm good to go. So the footage I haven't got to upload to like iCloud or OneDrive and then download it, and it's just all a bit of a pain in the ass. So with this camera, I can literally point, shoot, click, but having said that, let's turn it on. Some of the footage I've noticed has been coming out a bit grainy, and this is a 4K camera, so it really shouldn't be grainy at all. And that, as far as I'm led to believe, is all down to this number here, and that's the ISO number. Now, just for simplicity's sake, the more light there is in here, and there's a lot of them, there must be over 6,000–7,000 LEDs in here by now, means that the camera hasn't got to work as hard and artificially raise the light levels or the white balance or something. It hasn't got to work as hard. So I'm noticing on the footage that there are some odd like green and purple pixels where the camera isn't able to work out what colour that should be, and that is down to this number, and this sort of you get some sort of grainy sort of footage which isn't very nice. So basically that's down to that number. Well, for perfect conditions, that number really needs to be between 400 and, what do they say, 400 and 800 on the internet, and it's at 1600 now. It was at 3200 before I put more lights in here. So it's going in the right direction, but we're not there yet. So the internet says I need more light to bring that down to a more reasonable level. So that's exactly what I've done. And this arrived, and inside we have got two great big bloody floodlights. Now, I've got no idea how much oomph they've got or what sort of light they're going to cast, but I mean, you know, it can't hurt, can it? So what I thought I'd do is probably mount one in that corner, one across here in this corner, and have them sort of pointing crossways across the workshop. So if I move to the corner where the stereo is, sort of here-ish, so that one I think I'm going to face in that direction. The one above the pillar drill and the sander, I'm going to move and have it facing that direction. They need wiring, and they're 240 volts, so that's not an issue. There's a extension lead plug socket bits and pieces up there for me to use, but I need to make an extension cable. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. So before I start, I should really establish a baseline of some readings from the camera. So this is saying 1/100th, whatever that is, don't know what that number does. F4.0, again, don't know what that means. 1600, I know what that is, that's the light levels. So I guess we just put this together and we stick them up, turn them on, and then see what happens to these numbers, and then hopefully they'll go in the right direction and the footage will improve. It shouldn't be struggling, but it is, and I think the reason why it's struggling is probably down to me. So we've got some wiring to do, some mounting to do, and bish bash bosh, everything should be hunky dory. Right, well, let's get amongst it, I suppose. Cleans its own sensor. I mean, bloody posh, posh, posh. Love this camera. Oh shit, that was close. Right, so let's have a look at what we've got here. So I've got a couple of these, a pair of them. They were 22 quid each, a few pound off if you bought more than one. Not fitted with a plug though, so went to Screwfix, got a couple of these blank plugs, so that should be nice and easy to fit. However, the cable on them isn't very long at all, so I'm going to need to extend that. I've got these little things with this removable sort of joining bit, and it's supposed to be completely toolless. so I'll be the only tool in this equation. Your in feed goes in one side, your out feed goes in the other. You click, 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 and then stick it in there, close that up, and it's safe as houses, hunky-dory. There's a couple of mounting points there for you to mount it to, or screw it down to whatever you want. So these seem like a good idea, nice and safe as well. So, got a bit of wiring to do, so fingers crossed don't blow anybody up. I'm pretty sure my workshop insurance covers me against acts of stupidity, so hopefully we should be alright. Right, well, get some wire out, get some wire cutters out, and get to work. I thought I had some 3/4 cable. Right, first issue is I thought I had 3/4 cable. I've not. I've got big thick speaker wire and little thin speaker wire. Whilst the gauge of the thick speaker wire is actually thicker than the stuff that comes supplied, something is screaming at me in my mind that this is not the right thing to use. I can't think how many times I've said the right tool for the right job. Yes, this is wire, but it's designed for something else. So I'm going to err on the side of caution and I'm going to not do this. And it's funny that now I'm looking around my workshop at everything that's got a power cord on it, thinking, what can I chop? Surely she don't need a pyrography set. What don't I need that I can take the power cord off of it and there's nothing that I can see? Right, so, going to end it here tonight, pick this up tomorrow when I've got some 3/4 cable, and we'll do this properly. Tomorrow is another day. Sorted, let's go home. Microphone, then turn it around. There we go. Right, so it's the next day. Been and got myself some wire, some cable, some 3/4, so that's good. I've got the mounting bracket off of one, so I'm going to start in this corner because it's the closest to the extension, and then yeah, I'm just going to whack it up there and hopefully it'll make a difference. I have no idea if it does, but cue montage, I guess. Where's my stool? There's my stool. Okay, so I wish this tripod was just a little bit higher, but we're going to have to deal with it. So, okay. So we got 1 over 100, f3.5, and an ISO of 2500. So, one's already rigged. So I'm figuring if I call up that information, whiz up my stools, turn the light on, and we'll see if it changes. So, fingers crossed I don't knock anything over, but here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Well, it's come right down. What did that say? So it took about 750 points off that ISO. That ISO is now 1250. So that means that sensor hasn't got to work as hard, which is brilliant. That's just what I'm looking for. So by the time we get the other one up, hopefully, we should be pretty much there. I think I might get away with this. Right, I'm going to put the other one up and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so we're back and they're both done. So we'll do a quick systems check, see if we get the same. Okay, apparently it's brightened up in here a little bit. We've got ISOs now at 1600, so should get a decent result. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call that up real quick and I'm going to flick both of those on. Fingers crossed we get a really good result. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1 and go. And quieten the thing and switch them on, and where's the buttons? There they are. So what we're down to 800. I saw 800 there, so that should hopefully render some really good results, and this camera might actually be useful. But yeah, it doesn't cast like stupid shadows or anything too daft. Alright, there's one there I suppose from the bandsaw, but I mean that's livable with. Let's have a look from the other side. Oh yeah, I can live with that. Yeah, pretty happy. Pretty happy. Right, that's a good jobbed. Right, so there you go. That's that done. Nice and easy one today. For just a bit more of an upgrade to the workshop to make it a bit nicer to work in and better for you guys, because I didn't want the footage to be coming out all grainy and rubbish. And I suppose the more light in here I've got, the better it is for the videos and everything. I can show you exactly what I'm doing, get up nice and close. So I'm really pleased with how that came out. So I'm not entirely sure when this is going to come out, but whenever it comes out, I'm going to put the date that it comes out right here. And in 7 days, which is going to be that date, I'm going to go onto the ARC Facebook page. I'm going to see how many people are on there. I'm then going to feed that number into a random number generator. I'm going to hit generate, get a random number, and I'm going to count down until I hit that magic number, and that person I'm going to message, and I'm going to send you a pen for Christmas. So if you want to be in with a shout, all you got to do is head over to the ARC Woodcraft Facebook page. I'll leave a link in the description. Get on board, like the page, have a scroll through, you know, comment, like, whatever, and then once I've messaged you, you'll know then that you've been the lucky recipient of the pen. Okay, so yeah, my gift to you. I haven't done a giveaway in a little while, so that's what I'm going to do. All right, and I'm going to post the video of me sorting it out on there. All right, so that about wraps it up. It's fairly late. I wanted to do all this work at night, so I got the best possible results with no sunlight coming in through the door. So this is sort of worst case scenario. Any extra light that the sun provides from the outside should be just adding to the effect of what I've already managed to create in here. So we'll wrap it up there. Don't forget to subscribe, please. It's so important for the channel. It just means that you can get on board and you know, trawl through all the old videos and stuff, and you also get notified. As long as you hit the bell icon, you get notified about any upcoming releases. So that's it from me. Have a great week. Take care of each other, be safe, and I'll catch you next time, alright? Cheers, everyone.